Hey guys, welcome into this next game that I've got for you, and you will appreciate it. In fact, I think today I'm going to be posting 4 games, just because I haven't posted in a while, and I want to post some stuff, some interesting games that I have played recently. So I'm Mr. Super Knowledge Games, and the one of the best 3v3 content producers out there. I'm thinking about doing some 1v1s for you guys to apply my skills and creativity there. But yeah, we'll see. So this is the game, and pay attention to the loading screen because it tells us who are the people in the game and what's their levels. Their levels. So you can see we have 1 masters on each side and 2 diamonds on each side. So it's a pretty high level game. And one thing that was super, and I'm here with Zerg on the blue. So on this map, people should note that there's 2 entrances to the base, one on the far side and one in the center. So it's quite easily defensible with many extra bases contained within the defensible perimeters. So it's a mirrored map, so it's the same on both sides. And also, it turns out that it's a mirror matchup in terms of the races too, because we have one of each on each side. So it's a well balanced game. The MMR, the matchmaking system is doing what it's supposed to do. So what's interesting about this game is that, hey, I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to do something that's cool and fun in this game, something that's different, something that's not done a lot, and I'm going to try to do it in a crazy way, in a good way, and see if it works. If I can pull out, be effective, and help the team to come to a win. So we'll see. Actually, yeah, we'll see. So let's go see. You see what I'm doing here with the overlords. So I'm playing with Zerg. Let me just zoom out a bit. So what I'm doing with my overlords is in 3v3, one of the typical strategies that I do is I set them out and I put them out to the middle or near the middle of the map. And the reason why I do that is as alerters in case the enemy is rushing. That alerting can be the difference between a win and a loss. Seeing the enemy coming gives us the time to prepare and to counteract that. So that's a really important part of what I'm doing right now. And you know what? I would say, probably 80% of the Zergs that are playing 3v3 don't do this. And probably don't do it even the way that I do it. So I put one up on the far point and another one up in the middle. The reason why I do that is because, well, if our team doesn't see it on the first one, well, they'll definitely see it on the second one. And sometimes you'll see a whole stream if it's Zerglings. You'll see them in both locations. And that might cost me an overlord or 2 down the line, but it's worth the sacrifice. So you can see I do things for the team. And that's the whole concept of playing being a good, efficient 3v3 player. You do things that are beneficial to the team. Um, yeah. I mean, I can go further and talk about concepts in our own team, but I won't go there. Not today. So the yellow Zerg, who is the master on the other team, he's going a bit crazy on expansions here. You guys see? There's some action going down here. There's a Reaper causing trouble, but he's going to die soon to this adept. So everybody is going for expansion. There's no rush tactics going on. If And this guy is not managing his drone probes well. Too much going to one area. And yeah, so the yellow is still going pretty crazy with his expansion. So the idea, my strategy in this game is pretty simple. Okay, I want to do some. I mean, like there's not a whole lot of crazy things you can do with Zerg, right? Like crazy things, the crazy exciting things you can do is, oh, you go for an Ultralisk Rush. That's kind of crazy exciting because Ultralisk is so badass and cool looking and all that. But what's the other crazy thing that we can do with Zerg? Mass muta attack, right? That's crazy. It's annoying. You can create a lot of Mutalisks. It is possible, but it has some hard counters. So if you kind of if it doesn't work out, sometimes you create a loss for your team pretty much instantly. Okay, that's another thing. And the other crazy thing, well, the other crazy thing that you can do with Zerg is, um, I'm going to tell you, Nidus Canal attacks. So Nidus Canal attacks. Oh, someone's doing on my team is doing adept harass. Uh, it's not going to do much because he's being countered by two people. If it was, if it's just a single person, might be effective, but it's not. So I'm already doing my usual super fun tactic, which is I'm just gonna control F on these guys, which is doing some harass and also some burrow tactics. So burrowed has already been researched on my side. Yellow's lings are out of place, so now I'm gonna kill one, two, three, four, five drones. Great attack. And I'm going to be countered by these Hellions on the bottom. I'm reacting. I'm going to take out one of these Hellions fast. I'm trying to take this one out, but I kind of messed up my micro in here. You can see here that, I derped my Zerglings out of position. Anyway, so they go back to it. Oh, but it's not too bad, They killed three more drones plus that Hellion, so that was pretty good. Even though my control wasn't that good, I escaped with three Zerglings. I do a turn around here just to kill the one that's chasing me. And now, if you click on my Zerglings, you see I have the burrow option. So burrow is researched. Now I can do my proper burrow tactics, burrow blocking tactics. I'm gonna lose my overlords like I said I would as part of the sacrifice, and also the second. But I'll be covered a bit by these red phoenixes. Not bad, not bad. No, well, my team is good. I'm not expecting my team to be bad. Usually diamond is good, but it depends. Diamond one is good. Sometimes you get diamond threes, diamond twos that are just terrible. So I think there's a big difference. So it's really a crapshoot. So here, okay, yellow is responding to some of my Zergling movements. I'm not gonna fight. I don't have numbers. Here we have red phoenixes doing some harass, good stuff. One of the things with spore crawlers is that they don't do much damage. So when they come in, these phoenix come in and they do their harass. Well, it takes a long time to kill the phoenixes. That's why the Zerg so desperately needs queens that do slightly more respectable damage. Well, not more damage than the spore, but it does additional damage to air that the Zerg really needs. And that's one of the Zerg's weak points, is their anti-air. In a 1v1, there's different ways to counter it, but in a 3v3, they're not very good. You really need Hydralisks. Corruptors are kind of expensive and very limited in their use, so it's not usually what you want to build in 3v3. Not what you want to build at all. Okay, so what else is going on? So I'm going to talk to you guys about, okay, there's some harass tactics going on. It's not going to create much difference. I'm going to talk to you about what I'm doing here on my side, okay? I am going for 3 base with 6 Vespine geysers. I didn't manage this one well, but I'm going to put some more drones here later. Anyways, right now, minerals is more important. I'm saturated on my second. My first is not saturated, but you don't want to saturate this because usually you don't want to saturate too much because you're always going to be transferring away from this one anyway. Creating a macro hatchery is what you call it. It's an extra hatchery you use just for extra production. I'm creating 2 evolution chambers to do my upgrades. I'm rushing towards my lair, so I've already got it. Now I'm doing my hydra upgrades, and my fun strat to show you guys is, can I do effective Nidus Canal attacks? And what's special about Nidus Canal attacks is that you get all the way across this base, and this is one of the larger maps in the 3v3 pool. You get to the other side of the map fast with the powerful units that you have is stocked into the canal, right? And one of the most powerful units, obviously in 3v3, as I say a lot, is the Lurker. In fact, it's the redeeming unit of the of Zerg in 3v3. Because of how it works and its range and its splash damage. And it's pretty much the only one that does that on the Zerg side. So the Zerg really, 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 really needs lurkers. especially in 3v3. So, anyways, things are coming along well. Okay, one thing when you're doing this strategy, if you ever want to mimic it, you have to have your overlords placed far away. You have to have your overlord speed research. See, mine is already researched. I'm even preparing for the hive for the lurker range upgrade. So I have two overlords prepared on each far top, let's see, far left and far right of the enemy bases. My little burrowed lings are being cleaned up. But see, this is taking up a bit of APM from the enemy, right? So this is a good thing. He's wasting his time having to do that. So now I'm going with my high speed overseers and to try to get in the back to set up the Nidus canal attack. So while I'm doing this, I'm just putting this into lock position, I think. While I'm doing this, I'm also loading up the canal or preparing. I'm building units to prepare them to load into the canal. Okay, so now I'm building my units. I said, do I have a production tab? Or production. I do. It's D. So on the blue side, you can see me. I'm not pausing it. Did I pause it? I don't want to pause it. So you see here, I'm making two links, and I'm making some hydras. Now there's never any wasted APM. You guys don't see what I'm doing. We can follow what I'm doing if you guys want. Just follow my camera, but I want to really follow kind of like really. I don't want to follow my camera. I just want to follow what I want to show you guys. So now my overseer has got in the back of their base without too much of a reaction from them. You saw it means I haven't been detected. And there goes the Nidus canal. So I have to be clicked on the Nidus canal here to set it up. It's usually on the control number. Here it is on the 4. It's developing, and there's no reaction to it, which is great. That means I'm able to do some damage. I'm boring away. I'm looking away. I'm pointing away the output point of the Nidus so that I avoid this. And here, like the goal is to cause chaos. See, I'm killing probes. I've killed a couple of maybe an SCV or two. I'm gonna kill that stalker and some other stalker. The idea is to create chaos and to steal the APMs of the enemy. So here I have 3 players concentrating all their energy and clicks on me and their attention. That's what I'm doing. I'm stealing their attention and their APM. I'm also killing some stuff. These stalkers go down fast to lurkers. Those are the main guys that I'm killing. And yeah, this is great. Plus, I have forced this guy to relocate his orbital command. And I created time and space for the Phoenixes to kill some SCVs over here. So it's a good job. 1, 2, 3. There's 6 Phoenixes that are doing some attacks here, but 2 goes down. Now there are 4. I would say he took a dangerous path and he lost. And if he lost, I mean, he could have lost less there. I'm trying to go right back for an automatic attack, but the master on the other side knows to put a tank in place to discourage me. This tank is in. If I go Nidus anywhere, this tank will see it. So I'm going to maybe come back here later. Let me take this stuff off the screen. So you can see yellow here has. While this is going on, my team has expanded and certainly teched up. Okay. And now here goes my second attack. And what's funny is that for Masters and Diamonds, it's funny how these guys don't check their minimaps because there's absolutely no reaction to this whatsoever. I ping to let my allies know that I'm doing an attack. Sometimes it lets them know, oh, I should also attack somewhere. So this is a common tactic that I use. Now they hear the Nidus sound. The Nidus sound is universal, so everybody on the whole map can hear it. And now you can see the yellow's units rushing back. This is what you want to do. You want to create chaos. You want to steal the opponent's APM. And you can see that yellow's reacting, purple's reacting. The only one that's not reacting is orange. Let's take a look. Is orange reacting? Let's follow orange. Orange is not really reacting. But still, I got 2 players reacting on me. Another thing that I do is I focus right away the hatchery because I know I'll be swarmed with 2 players as full armies soon. So I'm getting ready to do a tactical retreat. So here I see, okay. Here I see, okay, I'm still doing damage. I'm doing damage. I'm doing damage. Now I see the enemy starting to come when I run. They start aiming at my Nidus. So I lost. I'll lose some things here, but that's okay. You know, I did good damage. I did good damage, and okay. So yellow decides to do some sort of attack, but his tanks are too far up. This is miss micromanagement. He should not be in range of the cannons. He's got some heavy support, but I mean, this is not going to do too much. Now you can see purple and yellow are pissed off because of the Niduses, so they're running across and they're going to try to do some big attack on their own. The good thing about my allies, Terran and this red Protoss, is that they are good defensive races. See, where the Zerg is not. But what are the defenses up here? It doesn't look that. There's one tank and a couple of mines, a couple of cannons. So the defenses here are not too strong. And red miss micromanages his phoenixes. He should not have run all the way out there. Yellow decides to turn around for some reason. Maybe he saw teal coming a little bit. But yellow could have done a lot more damage if he just stayed down here. For some reason, he does a big turnaround. And teal is doing a good job, but he wants to stay close to this tank here. He wants to stay near the tank support. The tank is what gives him the extra value. And really, he could have done more damage if he had stayed here. But by going up, he prevented his army from being completely surrounded and destroyed. So it's, I mean, potentially destroyed. There's no guarantee. Okay, so now I've done. Let me rewind this because I was talking and I didn't see this. Now I'm setting up already. What is? This is a replay of their time. My third now Nidus Canal, and you can see the urgency for the enemy at this point. The urgency on the enemy is we need to attack because we're always going to be Nidus, and that's a little bit of a that's the correct strategy and attitude. That's the correct thing. But I mean, you could just have better Nidus defense too, and that would solve the problem. But they don't want to do correct Nidus defense. And there we go, my third Nidus, way over here on the map, far away from everybody else. I'll be able to probably destroy some of these juicy overlords. Here I actually micromanage my lurkers. I send these ones too far up for nothing. That was really not necessary. I'm gonna probably try to bring them back. And here, yellow leaves the game because he knows the writing is on the wall. You know what? This is actually too early of a rage quit by yellow, because he still has 4 bases. This is his 5th. He doesn't even need this. I know if you have 4 bases, you are solid in terms in the 3v3 setup. You have enough money. You have, probably that nominal max amount. So most people will have 4, and then one person will have 5. So what is he leaving for? Am I gonna kill all his overlords? No, he has tons of overlords. What is he leaving for? He's just a little bit discontent at how it's going, and yeah, rage quits. But there's no need to. In fact, when I'm playing 3v3, it's very rare that I leave. Even if I'm beat up, I don't leave. There's a thinking that sometimes it's good to leave, because then the opponents will get your money. But it's kind of like a soft balancing. But it's always better to stay in the game to react, to have the APM. It's better. So here, the enemy is reacting. So I have diamond orange here. I think purple is coming. Also, see, this is the thing. I'm taking the attention and the APM away of 2 players, and I caused 1 player to leave. So that is something else. That's amazing. That's entirely what you're trying to do when you're doing this tactic with the Zerg. Do damage, create havoc, chaos, mayhem. That's the goal. So since yellow is gone, you see he clicked all his units here, and the allies don't have the forethought to use them, so they just stay there. That's a kind of a loss for them. But here at this point, like, okay, what's gonna happen? Like, there is an urgency for them to kill us. So you see right away, They do the same thing over. They're running all the way across the map, and this is a big map, right? So it takes a lot of time to get over there. You get a lot of a loss compared to it's like giving extra time for the enemy to get upgrades, to get make defenses, to create units. So you're usually at a loss when you're coming over them. That's why timings are so important when you do an attack to do a timing attack. So here I am. I'm setting up my now fourth Nidus Canal, actually fifth if you count the one that was destroyed. And still, there's like no reaction. And people they don't even see the changelings that I've created. Like he's looking here with his camera, but he doesn't see these for some reason, which is really strange. Okay, I'll show you guys what the changing looks like from their perspective of the enemies. Okay, so when they're looking at it, they don't see these bars, but they see them as the color of the army that I'm copying, I'm imitating as. But normally they don't see this gray bars. But if we look at purple and what he was doing, like, how come he didn't react to my? Oh, because he's too busy sending units over. That's what it is. So let me just show you. But he creates. We see him create some structures. So how come here? So he puts them down. Oh, you see them? They're right there. The zealots are right there on the left, and he's not controlling them. Oh, okay. He's just racing in his mind. He's racing. He did not even paying attention. So, anyways, these changelings are great because they give me vision, and they last for a really long time. This is probably the coolest implementation of the RTS spy that I've ever seen in any RTS. And I've played a ton of RTSs all the way dating back since like 1993, 94. I played like probably all of them, well, most of the major ones. So here we go. I am set up, guys. I am causing mayhem and chaos. Now I've got tons of upgraded lurkers. It's going to take a lot for them to take me out of this position. And on top of that, my allies are defending really well, so they can't even bring back the army that they sent because the army that they sent is handled by my allies. You can see how these lurkers just murder stalkers. They murder stalkers with their bonus. I only have 1-1 on these units, but it doesn't matter. It's enough. And he sends one tank over, but that's not enough. You gotta send 2 tanks with some marine support. 1 tank is not enough. So I'm seeing, okay, there's some action going up here, but I mean, if I can get them in the choke point, it's going to be a good position for me. The Hydra's goal is to help tank for these lurkers a little bit. And yeah, I'm going to keep doing this damage. While I'm doing this, I guess my allies now are saying, oh, I don't know what my allies are doing. They should wake up and start to get involved. Orange is out now. I think my allies start to realize that, okay, it's time to finish them off. It's only 1v3 now. It should be GG. Really, really GG. I've seen how you can win 1v3, and I've shown you guys myself, but most of the time it means GG. If you win 1v3, it means you're super badass, which I do sometimes. Okay, so here we go. I'm doing my mayhem. I'm doing my splash range damage. I'm going to take care of these zealots and of this immortal. I'm going to bring in my overseer, which was being attacked. How come I'm not zoomed out? Am I zoomed out? I should have been zoomed out to show you, but it's okay. I have the reaction here of multiple Thors, so that means it's going to be too much Thors for me. But I'm still going to take out 1 more before I go, maybe 2. That is crazy damage. I've 2'd some Hydras over. They're hitting the front. Now Teal's going to get involved. But I mean, it's just craziness. It's just GG. Who's left in the game? It's Purple. He's got no production, so he would have to produce from somewhere else. But there's just no way he's going to beat 3 good players, High Diamond and Masters, on 1v3. Just no way. And there it is. There's a GG. So I'll show you guys the interesting part about this game. is I'm gonna show you guys the stats, and this is kind of what makes this game special. Okay, so in this game, so I've got the second highest score with 77K. First is Phase with 85. Okay, so I thought I didn't. I was not impressed by him. He's a master. He never even attacked once. But what's impressive about this game is, guys, is I have an 8-to-1 structures destroyed ratio compared with me to my the two other players on my team. So 32 divided by 4 is 8 to 1. I think that in terms of destroyed structures of the enemy, that is the highest ratio that you'll find in any YouTube team v team game, um, anywhere on YouTube, anywhere. It's like this is insane the amount of damage that I do just with doing these pop pop Nidus Canal to the enemy, instant teleport. Some you would say, oh, maybe that's overpowered, that's OP, but it's part of the game and it can be defended with certain good tactics. So no, it's not. It's not OP at all. In fact, I think Zerg is. I don't know. I don't know if they are weaker than the others. Definitely in 3v3, they're the weakest race. In 1v1, it's a different thing. But yeah, so 8-to-1 ratio. And even when you compare with the structures raised of all the other people, I still have almost a 3-to-1 ratio. So 7, 8, so 8, 12. So a little bit less than 3-to-1. 3 to 1 is 36 versus 32. It's yeah. So it's 12 times 3. So, guys, there it is. Also have 164 units killed. That's by far the most on my team. And 32 versus 4 for my allies. From the point which the game is considered GG or over. So, yeah, the highest structured raise or structures destroyed ratio of me versus the playing player versus the team with an 8-to-1 ratio in a team game anywhere. And also, I challenge anyone to try to produce better. I mean, it's possible to make better, but it's really rare, you know. It says a really incredible game. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I am going to post 3 more videos today. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe if you guys want more content like this of some high skill level 3v3 games. Catch you guys next time. Boop.